Retroid have just stealth dropped the Retroid 4 lineup and it looks awesome. I've got to give it to Retroid these days. They've had some misses when it came to marketing with the Retroid Pocket 3 and 3 Plus, but I love their tactic, their new tactic of these little stealthy pictures that pop out with clues and hints, giving us temptations of the new consoles to come. They did it with the Retroid Pocket 2S, and they've done it with the Retroid Pocket 4 with a fantastic Christmas themed picture. And days later, they announced the Retroid Pocket 4 and 4 Plus. Now, on first appearances, the Retroid Pocket 4 line looks just like the Retroid Pocket 3 line in terms of its shape and button layout, with the exception of there being now start, select, home and like reset buttons on the front of the console as opposed to around the edges. It sounds like also we'll be getting the analog trigger that we got from the Retroid Pocket Flip, which I think will be a fantastic addition to this kind of console. First thing I noticed though is I would have loved to have seen a staggered joystick layout. I would have loved to have seen the left analog joystick higher than the D-pad, because I think with this type of console it lends itself better to those generations of games and emulators that we'll be playing. But looks and aesthetics aside, it looks like Retroid are giving us the jump up, the improvement in a console that we've been looking for. They're not playing those tricks that they played with the Retroid Pocket 3, just basically giving us the 2 Plus in a better shell. The Retroid Pocket 4 and 4 Plus look to pack a punch. The most notable specs being that the Retroid Pocket 4 comes with a Dimensity 900 processor, a G6 AMC4 GPU and 4GB of RAM, whereas the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro comes with a Dimensity 1100 processor, a G77 MC9 GPU and 8GB of RAM. A lot of numbers, names, acronyms there, but to put it into context, the Retroid Pocket 4, the basic version, comes with the same processor that the Odin Lite had. And we all know the Odin Lite was a fantastic console. Coming in at $150 for a console like that, the Retroid Pocket 4 sounds like an absolutely fantastic deal and brings in the new generation of retro gaming handhelds that we've been looking for, that shifts the price point compared to the power that we'll be getting. The Dimensity 1100, however, on the Retroid Pocket 4 Plus is even more powerful, and pair that with the 8GB of RAM, this thing looks like a beast. Although true improvements with the difference in game performance between the Retroid Pocket 4 and 4 Pro, we'll have to wait and see, because as with the Odin Lite and the Odin Pro, just having more power doesn't necessarily mean for a much greater experience. But with a better GPU and RAM, I do think that the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro is going to be quite a beast, and that will be the one I'll be getting myself. And to be honest, for $149 for the Retroid Pocket 4 or $199 for the Plus, I think both of these consoles are an absolute steal. I don't really think you can go wrong. Now, Retroid have really whet our appetite, and as we're in the middle of the Christmas season, it'll be amazing to get our hands on these things for the Christmas holidays. And everybody's sniffing around waiting to see when the products will release. Nothing has been announced yet. The details have come out, but no release dates have come out yet. And there's no pre-order pages yet live on the Retroid site. But when they do, I will put a post here on the channel to let you know straight away. And for any of you that might be getting confused, what Retroid usually do is they'll put the page up and it will show that the product is out of stock. Don't be tricked by that. What matters is the actual release date, because any of these pre-orders, like I said, show out of stock, which makes a lot of people think they've lost the opportunity, but you haven't. The page will only show in stock or ready for pre-order as soon as the time hits that Retroid state. Once again, I'll make sure all that information is clear in a post when I find it out. But one thing I can say is I am very excited, and this is a nice early Christmas present I was not expecting to see. All details for both the Retroid Pocket 4 and the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro are available on the Chronic Spartan comparison site, where you can compare both of those consoles to all other consoles on the site. If you do want to get a little bit more early information on what the Retroid Pocket 4 might be like, then you can check out my Odin review, which is available right here.